pulled up at the coffee lab in Ware. Got some fresh roasted coffee beans. Gonna grab some pastry from the bakery down the road. Head back home. Nice little breakfast. But the bike looks so nice just sitting here. It fits in so well. It's the first time riding there since I brought it back home yesterday. Delightful. Gonna meet up with Austin in a bit and try my helmet mount. Does that come? Yeah, have a good day. Peace.
Looks nice today.
That should just click in here. Is that like straight enough? Is it straight? Yeah? Can you make it to another one or?
Miles away, and I don't know if I've been on that for like the last 3 rides with a fuel line. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it does.
It's such like a nice size,
yeah,
like manageable size. Higher bars like here, like tracker kind of bars.
They've got to go.
Yeah, this is stinking.
That's hanging.
That's hanging.
Right, seats lovely. Look at you.
Seats nice, isn't it? But I want it to be brown leather. If this was brown leather, it'd be perfect. But the fact that it's black just annoys me. But again, I could sell this and swap it for a brown one, couldn't I?
On film.
What?
The bloke was he loved it.
Who?
The bloke on in the petrol station. He goes, but your rides are incredible. He was like, in my country, I've got a cruiser like yours.
fuel stop done. Now we are, gonna head over to Goldtop. I think it's probably about half an hour ride. Gonna take the scenic route, view some beautiful country roads. Probably stop a couple of times, get some cool pictures, and take in the scenery, and get used to the new bike. This is my first Triumph I've ever owned. Build quality on it is obviously top notch. This one itself, obviously, because it's near enough 10 years old, it's got a few little bits that need replacing, like paint chips and things that are not quite my taste. We'll get there with it. But this is what I'm talking about. Old English countryside. What a charming place to be. Look at this. This is what this bike was built for. These kind of roads. Countryside, the twisties. Definitely got some punch to it, this bike, but not intimidating whatsoever, which is awesome. Just quick enough. Look at this little village, it's so beautiful. Look at these houses, awesome. Beautiful houses. Look at this old petrol station, that's cool. Beetle. Going through a beautiful little village now. That's what it is. It might be called Much Haddam, but so nice. Little church. Old garage. Oh wow. Some Porsches. Austin taking me down a sketchy little road like this. Feel like we're back in Wales again. PTSD of Gospel Pass. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. What a bike.
There was like 8 pheasants
Oh,
flying across. So I tried to take pictures of them, but they're already gone.
nightmare.
They were like obviously so low, but all above the crop. It was so sick.
That's sick.
About 12 minutes away, we're not far now.
Alright. You want to swap?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Good. Goldtop. Gonna go in and see what they got. Hey mate, you right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, thanks, man. How about yourself?
Let me know if you're looking for anything, and also hot drinks.
A hot drink would be nice,
Yeah.
please, yeah. Okay.
Fancy.
Just a flat white.
Yeah.
Please, thank you.
I'll grab a black Americano.
Cool, yeah, no problems.
Cheers, bro.
We can settle up when you're leaving, so.
Yeah, sweet. Sounds good.
Balaclava as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be comfy.
Be comfy, and especially if we go away
That's
again
really
this
nice.
year.
How much are they?
Not much. 34.
Yeah.
No, thanks, sir.
Not for me, thank you. Nice ride over, eh?
Very nice indeed.
This place is special, isn't it? Goldtop.
It's kind of like the outfit inspo every day.
Literally, literally.
You just need a few quid.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So how are you feeling about me selling the Harley and...
Let down.
Disappointed?
Disappointed. I'm not angry.
Just
I'm really not angry. I'm just disappointed in your behaviour. No, okay.
You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. It's just I had a Royal Enfield Interceptor,
Yeah. That would have been
which I loved, which you begged me to sell so I could buy the same bike as you. And then we bought the same bike, went to Wales, tagged Wales vid, which was great. And then you've sold it and bought something that looks exactly like my Royal Enfield Interceptor.
True.
So,
it's true.
but after, I'm sure I'll get over it.
I think you will.
I'm sure I
think
will.
You will.
And then it begs the question if and what I get, because now I feel left out.
Okay, so what would you get if say someone gave you 5.5 for yours tomorrow? What would you then go and get?
Good question. I like
Because you've always suited that cafe racer kind of style, the Royal Enfield Interceptor.
I
suited
loved my
you to a
Interceptor.
T,
I absolutely loved
didn't
it. Yeah, I didn't. I think you went through 7 bikes
I
whilst
go
I had
through
my
phases
Interceptor.
all the time, yeah. But with you, when we was riding up here, I was thinking how you can literally make any bike look cool.
Oh, thank you very much. I think for me, I love the Harley. I really, really like it. I feel very cool on it. It feels a cool stance, riding stance.
It is a cool bike.
Like it doesn't. I don't throw it round corners. It's like nice and slopey, and it's well intended. So if you put it on a line, it stays on the line. And I can often ride with my hands completely off, where it just pulls itself up hills. So I love all of that, but I do really enjoy spirited, open it up a little bit, like our Switzerland trip. Round some corners where it doesn't have that at all. So I think for me it'd be something that has that element to it, but still is that kind of modern classic. It's got to look good. Like I watched that. Did you watch much of the EICMA, the new bikes coming out for this year?
Yes, yeah. I see the Royal Enfield stuff and the Honda 350s.
Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't too much. The Honda, GB350S, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be the best. I think that's probably going to be the next best-selling bike in the UK.
That or the classic 650 Royal Enfield.
Classic
They've
650
absolutely crushed it there.
When is that coming out? Is that 2025?
Deliveries for January 25, so you can order it now. So I really, really like that. I think that would suit that.
You make any bike look cool, but your style is very classic British style.
Yes.
So I think your next bike should be a classic British looking bike. Whether that's obviously Royal Enfield, and again, Triumph, they've got the Heritage. And for the budget as well.
Both kind of in the sweet spot.
Right, yeah.
I was thinking
from.
Triumph, Royal Enfield, the new one, the classic, I think looks really cool. And then I really like the Motorgut CV7. I love that.
Yeah.
I've looked at them countless times and never ever done it.
It's tough. Because the V7, I can imagine, is going to be very, very similar to the Sportster with the V-twin. Like the character of the engine, because it's a V-twin.
Yeah, fair point.
I think it's going to be super, super similar, but it's just got that more of a classic silhouette. But then the Royal Enfield Classic 650, you nailed that engine when you was with your Interceptor. It's got exactly the same engine.
Yeah.
So you'll know that engine inside and out. I think you'd want to ride the 650 Classic like you did the Interceptor, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to. I think that's the only thing you're going to be let down about.
I can try.
So
start leaning into corners on it.
Because you know the engine, so you know what it's got, but then the frame and the suspension and the way it's built around it, I'm not sure. I would love to ride it.
It's the same frame as the Shotgun. Have you ridden the Shotgun before?
No.
So I've test ridden that. I test rode that and the Classic 350 one day. The Classic 350 is lovely. I think it's probably the best looking bike you can get. I love chrome. I love the old style. I think it looks beautiful.
I would have fun.
That 350 is so pedestrian though. Like so pedestrian. And where it's single cylinder, if you catch it on a downstroke, open the throttle, you have to wait for it. And it's not a long time, but you have to wait for it to come back up again before you get any kind of torque. So if we go to Wales or whatever, it kind of writes that kind of bike out.
It does. That's a second bike, isn't it?
For sure. And then the Shotgun was nice. I just think the colours of it and the way the styling of it isn't...
Just they missed the mark.
They missed the mark on it a little bit for me.
Agreed.
But the ride of it and the seating position, if it's the same as the Shotgun, I don't necessarily think it'll be a bad thing.
I think when they arrive in the UK, I think we should go and test ride them.
For sure.
Or Royal Enfield, if you are ever watching this, hit us up, because we'd love to give them a try.
Or just give me one.
Or that.
Since living here, where like some of the roads that we've filmed and stuff, some of those off-road...
A little bit muddy.
I want something maybe a little bit more scrappy, so I was thinking the Street Scrambler or the Triumph Street Scrambler.
Yeah, Street Scrambler would be the one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But
The only reason why I went for the Street Twin instead of the Scrambler, I think this, I could be wrong, but I think the Street Twin is a little bit lower because I'm such a short ass. I think a Scrambler, I think I would struggle with a Scrambler.
Yeah, because especially the 1200 ones, they're big bikes.
But a Scrambler around here would be so perfect because there's lots of like muddy-ish kind of roads, lots of like farmer fields, and obviously you wouldn't want to be green laning all the time, but I think it would just suit it, wouldn't it? Really
Yeah,
well,
agreed.
really well.
You like
Yeah.
yours though?
Love
Overall
it.
thoughts and feedback?
I love it. It's genuinely the best bike I've ever ridden so far.
Really?
And it's cheaper than my Sportster, cheaper than the Scrambler.
Royal Enfield Continental GT.
Yes. Very similar, just a little bit more put together.
Yeah. What, in terms of the spec?
Just in terms of the feel of everything. A little bit
Right.
more of a nicer clicking gear, a little bit more of a nicer pull of the clutch, a little bit more of a nicer throttle. Like everything just feels a little bit nicer. But
Refined.
very, very similar sort of engine. And the power as well, like coming up here, like with the Scrambler when we did our Switzerland trip, that felt like it had too much power and the bike was too light.
Yeah, I didn't
So I felt like I could pull the throttle and I was like just bouncing and flying everywhere. Whereas this, I think, is quite balanced.
Yeah.
So like there's it feels like similar, maybe a little bit less power than the Scrambler. This is the Ducati Scrambler we're talking about here. Because it feels a bit more heavier, it doesn't feel like intimidating or where I could lose control or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I'll pull the throttle and I just know it's going to be a nice.
You feel
nice
in
pull.
control of it,
Smooth.
yeah,
Exactly,
which is nice,
exactly.
especially when you're new to a bike and you've not ridden it
Exactly. Once we're done here, let's definitely swap over.
For sure.
You take it for a ride.
Because you're missing Harleys already.
I'm going to mic you up, and we'll get your like first reaction.
Okay, yeah,
we'll
let's
get
do it.
We'll get a POV of it, and we'll do a first reaction of it. And yeah, I'm missing the Harley already.
What are you? What are you going to do with it?
I want to go more kind of vintage retro with it. So I'm
Okay.
definitely going to get the kind of tracker style bars, potentially in chrome. So I'm going to put some chrome bits on it. So yeah, the bit higher tracker bars, because right now they're too low and sporty. So tracker bars, chrome, brown grips, brown leather seat, and then really not much else. It's already got a tail tidy. It's already got nice pipes. I can't think of much else to do for now. But
Knobblies?
I'm sure I could find.
Semi-knobblies?
Yeah, that would be cool. Like
Would be cool.
hybrid.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Want
Be
something
cool.
with semi-knobbly tyres, just because. Not that I'm,
And it would
not
look
that
cool
I'm
with
going to be
the-
like an off-roader,
With the
but
tracker bars
yeah,
as well.
I think so.
I couldn't do knobblies on it how it looks now, but with the
I
tracker
forget what
bars,
it's called. But have you seen that the race on the sand? They do it once a year in the summer.
Yes.
I forget
the
what
Mali
it's called.
Mile.
The Mali Mile.
Yes.
Like that kind of vibe.
2025.
Like stick a little
We should-
racing number on it.
yeah.
Knobbly tyres, tracker bars.
By then you'll have your Scrambler.
Oh, will I?
Oh, we haven't talked about. You was looking at the BMW R9T Scrambler.
I was looking at the BMW R90
Scrambler?
Scrambler. Yeah, the Scrambler, because it's got slightly higher pipes. I'm not a huge fan of the Cafe Racer styling one because it looks kind of like a sports bike,
Yeah,
which is
it's
a different
beautiful
vibe.
though.
It is, but
But
if I'm
yeah.
doing that, I think I'd get
Yeah, something.
a sports bike. But the R9T looks great. I've actually
That's
tried
in your
one of
budget
those.
now, isn't it?
Just,
that would
yeah.
be
Just, yeah.
in the budget. So that competing against like a 650 Classic, you're gonna have to go with the BMW R9T. Sure.
I'd have to get some knee-high black boots
Yeah,
downstairs, though,
that's true. That's true. And your long leather jacket.
and my long leather jacket.
When I test rode it, I felt like it just rode itself though.
Yeah, but
It
that's
was
almost
so
too. It's almost too
light
pure, isn't it?
and- Yeah.
That's
so,
the same reason I don't like electric
Yeah.
anything.
It was too easy. That bike was too easy for me.
Yeah, something with a little bit of character, and you know, so maybe that's why the Triumph. But I don't know. It would also depend on where and if we go next on a big trip.
We've got a list, haven't we?
Shall I get my list now?
Top of my list is Italy.
I've got some proper pie in the sky ones here though. Umingla, the highest road in the world in India.
Right.
So that is
That would be awesome. That's a very Royal Enfield trip.
big time.
Royal Enfield Himalayan 450s.
100%. So you do, and that's the highest peak of that road it's higher than the base camp of Everest.
Okay. Well,
And apparently
Yeah,
the weather
amazing.
switches and turns and stuff, but the roads are incredible. NC 500 around
Yes.
Scotland,
yes. That's next year. That's achievable next year.
100%. And that, by all accounts, is just incredible. Snowdonia, that we kind of did that, I guess.
Kind of did that, but yeah, happily go there in a weekend.
Route 66.
Yeah, obviously on Harleys.
I said London to Italy.
Yes. That's the one I want to do.
Okay.
Wanna do.
Well, then I'll get a Moto Guzzi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Ewan McGregor.
Or a Ducati.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, should we? We're gonna go buy some gloves. aren't
Yes,
we?
that's the plan.
Gloves, maybe a little snood.
Yes.
and then hit the road. Obviously, delightful coffee. It's a beautiful store.
Yeah, cool spot.
Yeah, very cool spot.
Peace. Start it up, I want to actually hear it. Take them out.
Alright. Just finished Goldtop. Got a new little snood on, if you can see that. Me and Austin got them. Such a cool shop. Really cool place. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's sick. So now we're going to hit the road before it gets too cold and dark. I'm hoping the snood helps with the volume of the microphone as well, because in the video that I posted when I picked the bike up, obviously the mic volume gets really loud and distorted. So I'm hoping this is going to help. Yeah, Goldtop is a very cool place. Aesthetically pleasing. And the Triumph Street Twin fits in literally so perfect there. One day I'll be able to afford one of their jackets. If this YouTube thing ever works out, who knows? Might have to start a GoFundMe to buy me a Goldtop jacket. There were some really nice gloves that I wanted to buy, but unfortunately the size wasn't in stock, so I'm going to have to buy them online. But yeah, very cool place. Made in England. Heritage brand. Very cool. How's your snood?
Huh?
How's your snood?
Yeah,
Nice, isn't it? Comfy.
absolutely tough for like awful winter time.
Yeah.
Gotta go out.
Maybe.
Saying? Is it in yet? Good?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh god, they are like drop bars, aren't they? Okay. Nice soft and squishy suspension. God, foot pegs are quite far back. Wait until George starts his up and we'll get a wiggle on. Okay, let's give it a go. Nice spirited takeoff. Well, for those that don't know me, I'm Austin and I am the Starsky to George's Hutch. I am the Borman to his McGregor. I am the Laurel to his Hardy. And I am trying out his Triumph for the first time. I mean, this is going to be an almost unfair comparison because I have I used to own a Royal Enfield Interceptor, so you know, British designed, modern classic, you know, parallel twin engine, you know, very similar bikes in terms of aesthetics and price point. I think George paid a very similar amount to what I paid for a 2019 Royal Enfield Interceptor. But yeah, first impressions are that it's maybe a little more sporty. I think it's a shorter wheelbase, I'd assume. It's yeah, a little bit more aggressive in its riding style. I think that's definitely the bars George's got. I think he wanted to replace those, but yeah, maybe a little more further forward than the Royal Enfield Interceptor. Feels very spirited, again, probably because of that short wheelbase. I think he said earlier in the video that his Ducati Scrambler was a little bit spirited, shall we say. I think a nice way of putting it was like it was wrestling a crackhead. It felt like you were going to bin it at any given moment, whereas this feels a lot more put together. You know, I feel very much on top of the bike, you know, over the handlebars, so I've got full control of it.
which feels lovely. Plus it's got a 900cc engine, so yeah, definitely feels a little bit more punchy than, you know, certainly the Sportsters. Although they're a similar size engine, that V-twin is more of a noise machine than it is a speed machine, whereas this is spirited. I think it's going to be lovely in London, in and out of the Deliveroo drivers, in and out of the London cabbies. That's going to be a delight. Enough. George got a cramp on this, but I think this is pretty comfortable, and I'm a little taller than him. My only concern is that maybe it might be a tiny bit small for me as a bike as a whole, but overall the engine feels really smooth. Let's go for a little gear change here. Oh yeah, didn't touch the clutch there. Feels quite intuitive. The engine is unbelievably smooth. Even with this bench seat, which is like sitting on a PE bench at school, it's still it's still massively comfortable. I could see myself going to Italy on something like this for sure. I could certainly see George going to Italy on this and not moaning about it. It's a beautiful bike, absolutely beautiful, and very much fits in with this beautiful surrounding. Little change deal, blip and click, and then accelerate out. Yeah, baby. For the money, I'm absolutely astonished. I thought it was going to be, I'm a biased fan of Royal Enfield. I was expecting to like that more, but I think given what I've just done, that's probably not big enough, is it? Given what I've just done on it, only a short mile or so, this thing is incredible, absolutely lovely. When I get off the bike, I'll tell him that it's not as nice as my old Royal Enfield or my Sportster, but he'll soon see the video and know I was lying. But as they say, opinions are like arseholes. That was just mine. So thanks for watching, gang. Speak to you soon. Peace. It's so well put together.
It's just so smooth and easy.
The engine is very, very smooth. Super smooth. Like even that bench seat's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but the engine is so smooth, especially compared to, the V-twin. It's
This feels like you're flying an old warplane.
That's exactly what I've said. That feels like I'm in a Spitfire and I'm like flying it round corners, whereas
Like a jet, or like just something a bit more modern.
agreed.
And that's a year older. The character, this character is unbeatable, isn't it? You can't beat this character.
The Harley's got tons and tons of character, like maybe too much of it, like it's more style over substance, whereas that is super comfortable. I could absolutely crush a trip on that to Europe without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, and it's the same money as a Royal Enfield, and without trying to offend Royal Enfield, Triumph in my view is probably a better brand. Yeah, I love that. I think you've absolutely smashed it.